Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1982 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today we have Game 3 of the American League Championship Series with the Seattle Mariners facing the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. Pitching today for both ball clubs is Jim Beattie for the Mariners and Bert Blylevin for the Detroit Tigers. Okay, we got our butts kicked yesterday. We lost 9-5. It was a real slugfest. 5 total home runs were hit. One from Bass and one from Andre Dawson. And we didn't have enough to keep it close, really. I guess Dave Rozema was really the culprit. He gave up 4 runs pretty early on. Another terrible performance from Rozema, which I think if we get to Game 5 of the series, I think we're going to probably have to go with someone else. He is slated to go for Game 5, which might be the clinching game. So I guess we need to play that out as it goes along here. But we did put up 5 runs on a left-hander. I feel pretty good about that. We are done with the lefties until Game 5 for the Mariners. So we are going to go ahead and get started today. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe. We did do the league leaders and final standings video yesterday. If you haven't seen that, it's worth taking a look. I also compare and contrast all of the final team stats versus what the teams actually did in 1982. I was curious to find out how they compared because I went through and changed all of the stadium effects to my own little personal mathematical equation, and I think we're pretty satisfied with the results. And then you can take a look and see for yourself. So we have Bert Bleilovan on the mound here. He pitched a great game in Game 163, the one-game playoff versus the Yankees. So he's back on the mound today. Very little experience against his lineup according to the information here, but I'm sure he faced Seattle down the stretch. We'll take a look at that later. And all the bullpen is available except for Brian Kelly, who just got thrown to the wolves. He had 5 walks yesterday in Game 2. We did have a day off, and as you take a look here at our lineup, everybody's healthy. Nobody is listed as tired. And so we are going to take the red-hot hitting Howard Johnson and put him in there at DH today. And we're going to have our third different starter at third base. We had Guy Solars in Game 1 when we were going small ball. We had Howard Johnson at third base in Game 2 when we were trying to put a little bit of power into the game. He went 4 for 4, Howard Johnson did. So he's going to get the start today at DH, kind of ride the hot hand. Kevin Bass will get the game off. And we're going to give Eddie Miller a start in right field. He was a catalyst for us, deserves an opportunity to play in the playoffs here. Okay, let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for the Seattle Mariners for Game 3 against Bert Blylevin. Leading off, playing second base is Julio Cruz. Batting second at shortstop is Spike Owen. Batting third in center field is Dave Henderson. Batting cleanup in left field is Ricardo Saenz. Batting fifth and catching is Tom Pagnozzi. Batting sixth at first base is Bruce Bochte. Batting seventh at DH is Bob Pate. Batting eighth at third base is Dave Edler. And batting ninth in right field is Joe Simpson. Here's Bert Blylevin. Let's take a look at Bert. Did a great job in Game 163 for us. As I mentioned, that helped him even up his record as a Tiger at 6-6 with that 4.22 ERA. If you take a look down here, you'll see he's pitched in the playoffs before. He pitched in the 1970 World Series. In the America, was that Divisional Series? Or did Minnesota win that year? I'd have to look that up. I don't actually know, but he did pitch one game in 1970 as a 19-year-old, and then he did pitch in the World Series for Pittsburgh. as a 28-year-old in 1979. That's the We Are Family Pittsburgh Pirates. You see he's getting a start today. Let's just jump ahead and look right at his log. Look directly at it. Yeah, so he has placed Seattle 3 times this season, getting a no decision, and a loss. Youch. We pulled him after 2 innings in his last start against Seattle, giving up 4 runs on 5 hits and 2 home runs, no strikeouts. So he has not performed particularly well against the Mariners this season, but we're counting on him. We got to have him go at least 5 innings today. Give our bullpen a little bit of a break. Take a look at the Tigers' defensive alignment. All 88s in the outfield with Eddie Miller out there in right field. And we have Mickey Hatcher, as I mentioned, back at third base. Here's Julio Cruz leading off against Bert Bleilevan. And a base hit to right field. Oh, man. That is not what we want. Cruz on first. Great speed. We've got Parrish behind the plate. Here's Spike Owen. Owen 1 for 7, but he's got 4 walks. And Cruz steals second base on the sidearm curve. He had 24 stolen bases in the regular season, and that's his first stolen base of the playoffs. Okay, so runner on second, nobody out. Let's go after Spike Owen. Oh, that looked like ball 4. He almost walked for the 5th time. He's going to fly out to left. Cruz has to hold. That'll bring up Dave Henderson. Henderson does not fare well versus right-handers. And he hits him on a 1-2 count. Oh my gosh, what are we going to do here? I mean, this is a double play possibility. Saenz does not have good speed. Henderson's just above average. So we're going to play straight away against the most powerful hitter in baseball, Ricardo Saenz. Striking him out. He does strike out a lot. Led the AL in strikeouts. Okay, so 2 down, and Tom Pagnozzi's up now. God, the nozzle, he's got 91 power. I don't think he ever had that type of power. We're going to play straight away. We're not going to pull the outfield in. Cruz is going to score with 2 outs on a base hit no matter what. And Blyleven pitches his way out of it. The home crowd roars. There we go. Okay, we go to the bottom of the first inning. Let's do the official Tigers lineup rundown against Jim Beattie, the right-hander. Okay, leading off in right field is Eddie Miller. Batting second at second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting third at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting cleanup in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting fifth at third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting sixth at first base is Eddie Murray. Batting seventh and DHing is Howard Johnson. Batting eighth and catching is Lance Parrish. And batting ninth in center field is Andre Dawson. Okay, we're looking at Jim Beattie here. Also has postseason experience as a rookie in 1978. He started a World Series game for the Yankees and got a win also in the ALCS. So he's got some experience. I think that was against Kansas City in 1978. And of course the World Series was against the Dodgers in 78. He's only pitched 14 games this year, had some injuries, but what I want to point out is he absolutely killed us in his last start. Complete game shutout, striking out 10. Also, earlier in the season, so these are all 14 of his starts. He threw 12 strikeouts to get the win, going 8 2/3 innings, giving up 4 runs, and sandwiched in the middle there. He threw another complete game, this time in a loss, going 8, giving up 5. So this guy is going to go deep in this ball game, and he's probably going to strike out a lot of Tigers today. Take a look at the defense for the Seattle Mariners. It's the same lineup as the first 2 games, so Out there in left field, Ricardo Saenz a little bit below average, and also Bruce Bochte at first. Not as good a defender as you might like. Here's Eddie Miller leading off against Jim Beattie, giving Miller a shot today. Oh, he strikes out. Oh, man, there's going to be a lot of strikeouts today. One down. Here is Sweet Lou. Lou 4 for 10 against Beattie. He strikes out. And Trammell walks. Okay, so we've got Trammell on first. We know Pagnozzi, not a great base stealer. Only a 68% chance. I think we need to let Gibby swing away. Gibby does not have a hit in the playoffs yet. So he is due. And he walks. Okay. 26 pitches for Beatty here in the first inning. I like that a lot. And Mickey Hatcher's up now. First and second, 2 down. Hatcher's got 3 doubles in the playoffs. And he hits a fly ball to to right field. And that'll do it. So we leave strand 2. We go to the top of the second. No score. Leading off the top of the second is Bruce Bochte. Bochte had a home run in yesterday's ball game. And he hits a slow roller to third. Hatcher makes the play, 1 down. It's going to bring up Bob Pate. Pate had a home run yesterday. What is it with Pate? We cannot get that guy out. Base hit to center field. Runner on first, and that brings up the other home run hitter from yesterday. Dave Edler deposited 1 into the bleachers. So we've got Pate at first, 1 down. Here's Dave Edler. Nice. Pulled the string on the sidearm curve, and that is 3 Ks for Blyleven. That's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Joe Simpson. Simpson's 4 for 7 in the playoffs. And he pops it up. Murray, Gold Glover going back, and he makes the play. We go to the bottom of the second. Murray will be leading off the inning. 4 for 10 in his career versus Beatty. Murray's hitless in the playoffs, as you might expect. He grounds out to third. And that's going to bring up our hottest hitter, Hojo. Hojo's got 2 doubles, a triple, and a base hit so far in the playoffs. And he pops it up. Edler at third. Makes the catch. 2 quick outs for Lance Parrish. Moving him down in the lineup. Doesn't do so well versus righties. Oh, man, he was on it. Unfortunately, it's just a lazy fly ball to left where Saenz makes the catch. Tigers are hitless through 2. We go to the top of the third. No score. Julio Cruz leading off. Cruz, Owen, and Henderson. Ground ball to third. Gets past Hatcher. So, top-notch speed on first. I don't think Spike Owen is going to bunt, but I do think Cruz is going to run. Here we go. That was a fastball at least, but Cruz steals the second base of the game. He is in scoring position, and now we do pull the outfield in. We know Owen's not going to hit a home run. This feels ominous. Ground ball up the middle. Whitaker holds Cruz. That was Trammell, actually. Holds Cruz at second and tosses out Owen. Okay, now we can't play in. We're going to just play straight away for Dave Henderson. Dangerous hitter and a stolen base. Come on. Well, now I feel okay about pulling the infield in. Because a fly ball, he's going to score anyway on a sac fly. And a base hit, he's going to score. So we pull everybody in. Try to prevent that run from being scored. Oh, a strikeout. I did not expect that. So Blylevin's walking a thin line here, but he's also been effective. Now we're going to face Ricardo Saenz, who struck out his first time. Everyone's playing normal now. Normal depth. And a ground ball to Sweet Lou. And Lou makes the play. All right. We go to the bottom of the third. We just want to get a hit. I mean, I don't know what it is about Beatty, but we cannot hit this guy. We just need to run into one as Dawson grounds it back to Beatty. 1 out. Miller again, popping it up. Wow, we are horrible. We have home field advantage right now. Let's go. And Sweet Lou grounding out the third. Blylevin's like, what do I got to do here? We go to the top of the fourth. Pagnozzi leading off. He struck out first time up. Strikes out again. 5 Ks for Blyleven. I think he's effectively wild. I guess maybe that's the way you might want to describe this. There's the first walk. And again, double play possibility here, although Bob Pate, I don't know what we have to do to get this guy out. What is he batting? Well, he's 3 for 10 with a homer and 2 RBI. So I guess he hasn't been, I don't know, it feels like he always comes through against us. There you go, send a fly ball out to left center field. Play is made by Gibby. That will bring up Edler with 2 outs. Ground ball to Tram. And that works out well for Bert. We go to the bottom of the fourth. No score. Tigers looking to just get somebody on base. Strikeout number 3 as Trammell goes down swinging. Gibby lines it to left. That's some good wood at least. And Mickey Hatcher sends a fly ball to center. Okay, well this is getting a little, I don't know, I'm a little concerned here. I can't imagine we get no hit. But you don't, I mean, who knows? Okay, so Blyleven, number 9 hitter. Joe Simpson leading off the 5th. Here we go. All right. Waited on the curveball and pulls it into right field. Right at Miller. Here's Julio Cruz. He has 2 of the 3 hits and 3 stolen bases so far today. There we go. Blyleven kind of handcuffs him there. Gets his 6th strikeout. This is why we got Blyleven. I mean, he's supposed to be our clutch pitcher. And then a ground ball to short. And Trammell makes the play. Finally, a 1-2-3 inning when we needed it most. Preserve some of those pitches. We go to the bottom of the 5th. No score. Here's Eddie Murray. Ground ball to third. 1 down. Here's Hojo. Come on, Hojo. There we go. That's why you're in there. Is that another double? Maybe another triple? His 2nd triple of the series. And they've got to pull the infield in. We know we're going for a sac fly. Really anywhere but center field. I mean, Dave Henderson, Gold Glover out there. He's got a rifle for an arm. Oh, he strikes out. Come on, Parrish. At least we have Dawson up, and I don't say that very often, but he is clutch. He had, I think he had 80 RBI this season, right? Oh, I take it all back. We had a guy on third with 1 out, and we leave him stranded. At least we have a hit. We go to the top of the 6th. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Not a lot to say for either team. Player of the game for us at this point might be Bert, with an honorable mention to Hojo. Okay, 79 pitches for Blyleven. 6 strikeouts. He's been effective. Here's Dave Henderson walking him. Okay, well, Ricardo Saenz, double play candidate here. Nope, that is gone. Two-run shot for Saenz. And the Tigers are in a hole. And then Pagnozzi gets a hit. So a walk, a home run, and a single. And maybe I should have pulled him after 5. Now I don't know what. That's only the first home run for Saenz. For some reason I thought he had 2. I don't know what to do. If Seattle wins this, then it's kind of back to being even again. We hold the advantage after winning 1 on the road. Let's see if we can get through to Simpson at least. So here's Bochte. Yeah, striking him out. 7 Ks. Here's Pate. Runner on first, 1 down, another home run. Well, shit. That's going to be it. Oh, I forgot to move Weaver back into the closer's role, but that's not a big deal. I don't know what to do here. Let's see if we can just get it through this guy. Worst he's going to do is hit a home run. Wow, talk about completely losing it. I mean, Seattle's a good offensive team. There's no doubt about it. Let's bring in Capizzello. This is a guy you want to come in and stop the bleeding. He did give up a run in yesterday's game, but I wouldn't really hold it against him. As Simpson flies out to center. Cruz bats only 179 versus lefty. That's why I'm thinking maybe in Rosema's spot, we start Bruce Robbins. Turn these lefty switch hitters around, have them bat left-handed. See what that does for him. Come on. There's no reason for this. I think we've just run out of luck. I think that's what it comes down to. We're going to bring in Tom Filer, which is not like putting out a fire. That's for sure. This is nice. If we had Hume, this would where he would come in. We do get Tom Hume back tomorrow, but we need him now. Base is loaded. Here's Dave Henderson. Popping it up. Mariners get 4 in the inning on 2 home runs. Blyleven completely implodes. We have 1 hit, and this does not look good for us now. Miller, another triple. Oh, he scores! He scores! Oh, my God. Wow, a triple and an error by the normally solid center fielder, Dave Henderson, and a run scores. Well, whenever I've put in a different player to start a ball game, I've seemed like I've been pretty lucky on that. That's an unearned run, though, against Beatty, who is at 96 pitches. Here's Sweet Lou. Lou, ground ball to third. Well, that was exciting. Sort of like a surprise run. 1 out. Here's Trammell. Wow, Trammell is 0 for 12 against Beatty. I did not realize he was doing that poorly. Make it 0 for 13. 2 down for Gibby. Gibby just can't buy a hit. Flying out to left. We go to the top of the 7th. Down by 3. We're going to leave Filer in there. How much has he pitched already this series? This is his 3rd game. He's pitched all 3 games. But we need him. Okay, so here's Saenz. He had that 2-run home run before, and now he has a base hit to the left. 8 hits. I keep saying, hey, at least we'll get double play possibility, but we haven't even had the opportunity to do that. Well, maybe now. Catcher running. How do we not turn 2 there? Now we have to intentionally walk the left-hander. It's going to get to Bob Pate, who absolutely crushes our soul. Ground ball to Trammell. There's the double play. So the intentional walk works. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Beatty's had 101 pitches. We have Hatcher, Murray, and Hojo. Hatcher leading off. Ground ball to short. You can't see me, but I'm shaking my head. Every time there's an out, I just can't believe it. Who is Jim Beatty, and why is he impossible for us to beat? Hojo pops it up. At least he's tired now. Maybe next time through the lineup, we'll get lucky. We're going to let Filer pitch to Edler, and then we'll bring in a lefty. Probably Rucker. Unbelievable. We cannot even get lucky. Okay, so Dave Rucker's going to come in, face the lefty group coming up. Rucker, what's he done for us so far? He's a loogie. That's how we use him. Lefty one-out guy, so that's all he did. Came in and got an out. That's his job. And he done did it. Okay, so Edler, they have a 3-run lead. I don't think he's going to be running. That would be stupid. Looking back on this ball game, that first inning when we had two guys walk, and we could not execute anything after that. That was our opportunity. Seems like every game you get one shot. I'm not going to start singing an Eminem song here, but we had one shot and we didn't take it. As Cruz grounds out into a double play. Good job by the infield. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Mom Spaghetti. Lance Parrish at the plate. Jim Beatty's still in the ball game. Why not? Ground ball to short from Parrish. Oh, Owen makes an error. I don't have any way to feel good about that, but I'll take it. So Andre Dawson's up. Now, Dawson is a hit-and-run guy, and Parrish is a double play candidate with that 64 speed. He's got knees of stone. So we're gonna hit and run here. This could be horrible. Hey, ground ball, base hit into center field. Gosh, do we pinch run Parrish now? Eddie Miller is not a sacrifice bunter. Plus, we need 3 runs. We don't need one. We're not playing small ball here. We need a big hit. And we do have a tired pitcher, and we have some good players coming up who have been good for us this year. So, do we take out Miller and bring in Bass? That is the question. Bass is only 1 for 7 in the playoffs. But he can hit a 3-run home run, and we know that Miller probably cannot. So the answer is yes. We're going to bring in Big Hit Bass to face Jim Beatty. No outs, runners on first and second. Let's go. Oh, ground ball to first. Everybody moves up. A base hit will score 2. Unless it's to left field, I guess. Okay. Well, Luce does have 4 career hits against Beatty. And he is capable of hitting home runs. He had 19 on the season. Swinging away. base hit through the left side of the infield. That won't score too, like I said. But now we do have a hit and run situation. First and third. We're down by 2. And Trammell has a giant goose egg against Jim Beattie. This is the time, Trammell, to get off the schneid. A ground ball will score a run. I feel like they're playing with us here, though. Ground ball to second. Dawson will score. Whitaker in scoring position for Gibby. A base hit will tie the ball game. And they are ride or die with Jim Beattie right now. Here we go. We're going to let Gibby swing away. Ball game. Yeah, they're toying with us. We'll take the 2 runs. At least we're in striking distance. We're going to have Rucker pitch to Spike Owen. Bass goes out to right field. A solid outfielder. He's not as good as Miller was, but we took our chances. Okay, so here is Dave Rucker versus Spike Owen. Owen 0 for 3 against Rucker. Line drive to left, and it falls in. Of course it does. All right. Well, we are going to bring in Dave Smith. Weaver's our closer, even though he's out of sorts here. If we could tie it up, then we'll bring in Weaver. But Dave Smith has been good for us. He has a lot of playoff experience. He's got 4 saves in the playoffs for the Astros in this sim. Runner on first. I can't imagine he'd be going up a run, but you never know. Oh. All right. Well, that was it for us right there. Yeah. That's all we had to know. That's an error by Parrish. Oh, no, I guess it's not. That should have been an error. What do we do here? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, but we can't, we got to at least try, right? I guess we'll bring in Comstock to pitch to Bochte. That'll get another run in. And we'll bring in Weaver. Well, this was a real pisser. I mean, there was nothing we could do about that. And they're going to leave Jim Beattie in there, which is, I guess, whatever. There's 1, 2. And 3. So we're going to lose this game 6-3. We had our chances, but our bullpen let us down. And I think once we blew it there in the first and we left Johnson on third in the second, I mean, it was never really going to be in our favor. We fall to 1-2 against Seattle in this series, and they get the advantage back, stealing that game from us. Let's take a look at the headlines. This guy is this the best profile ever? If you take a look at that, he looks like a comic book character. Here's game 3. We lose 6-3, and all of our Detroit writers write all about Seattle. Absolutely stupid. Take a look at the transaction. We can look at transactions now because we did do the league leader video, and if you didn't watch that, you can see all the league leaders right here. Tom Bergmeyer retired from Boston. He had a terrible year at age 39. It was amazing he was still pitching. And Mick Kelleher was a free agent all year, retired. Let's take a look at the playoffs. We'll see how the Reds are doing. Oh, the Mets have a 2-1 lead on the best team in baseball. Mets win a tight one, 2-1. That's probably the better series. The underdog's winning in the National League. I wish we could say the same for us. I think we're two evenly matched teams, but they clearly have better starting pitchers, and that's what's killing us right now. Bert Bleilovan giving up those 4 runs on the 2 home runs. I mean, what was I supposed to do? Take Bert Bleilovan out through 5 innings, pitching a shutout? I mean, there were definitely, chips in the china, but there's the stats. I mean, who's the player of the game? I mean, I would say nobody. I guess we're going to give it to... I guess we'll give it to Hojo for having his second triple in 2 games. So we're going to give it to Hojo again. Congrats to Hojo. Saenz hit a home run. Bob Pate, I hate this guy. I hate him so much. He had 19 home runs plus 8. So he had 27 home runs in the majors and 2 home runs so far in 3 games. And he hit a ton of those home runs against us during the season. And our bullpen is falling apart right when we needed him most. So that's going to do it for today. We're going to come back tomorrow, play game 4. And maybe we have Jack Morris on the mound, so we do have a shot, right? Until then, everyone, have a great night.